Alright, I was telling you about earlier what I've got to do here for the pigs. As you can tell, they're the pigs. A couple days ago I did measure them. That was last week. I measured them, and they the one on the right weighed 273. The other one on the left weighed about 269, 270. They've gotten bigger since then too. I just threw in the remainder cucumbers I had left over I found in the garden. They love cucumbers. I probably threw about two dozen of them in there a few days ago. Anyway, here is at one time all this dirt here kind of moseyed out smooth this way. And last year, or this spring, it came through and kind of pulled the dirt away, kind of cleaned up the way it was. But anyway, so what I've got to do is I've got to rebuild, to restack dirt here, bring dirt in. Let's see here. I've got, it's probably about a foot high right now, higher by there. So I need to bring that dirt out, all the way out over here. Probably push it out that way a little bit. Bring the dirt up. Back here, and this is how I shipped my last set of pigs inside this crate, and it worked out really good. Goats want to eat. That's Hoss. He's the only one that really screams. Big mouth. Anyway, there's the cage I've got. And the cage basically is open on this top, so it lays on its belly, falls back that way. The bottom's open, and I'll lay that in front of the gate. Take the gate off, chain it to the gate, and then I'll start laying the feeder in there. You'll see later on what I'll do. And the pigs actually go in there. There's that other compost pile I told you about right here. I've got. And I just spun it. It was really big. It's come down. Anyway, so I've got to bring the dirt in, raise that area up, set the crate there in front of it, and you can kind of see how high it is right there. It's up pretty high from the distance. You can see it probably better what I've got to do. What I've got going on today is we are going to get ready to move the pigs. They still have 2 weeks to go. But I got to get this. This is the crate I take them in. I had to build this pad right here, and you know, because it was pretty much flat in this area. I got a big hole I go get dirt from. Anyway, this is the crate that I pick them up in, or take them to freezer camp in. Basically what will happen is the gate door, I put this here like 2 weeks prior, so they get used to seeing it, they're not scared about it. And then what will happen like next week, I'll go ahead and take the door off. I'm going to take their feed, I'll take that feeder that's there now, this big one, it'll come out, I'll put another feeder in down here. In fact, I'll probably go ahead, I have that around here somewhere. It's that piece right there in that wood deal. That's what I used to use for the other pigs. I'll put feed in that in here, so they get used to being the feed, you know, getting fed. And I put it right there, right in front of the, right on this side of the crate. Doors off, and you start letting them get used to it. And I'll just keep feeding them every day right there. And time gets closer, I'll start moving in further and further and further. The day that they got to go, or actually the night before they got to go, I'll have the feeder right up against right here. And then what will happen is, it's kind of hard to see. I've got some 2x12s over there. Those two right there are together. They're made as one. There's another one's behind it. There's actually, if you can see, there's a rope handle. Hold on here, let me show you. There's a rope handle right here. And what that does is this piece will go, let me get back up here again. I have a channel. There's a channel right here, and there's a channel right there, and at the bottom of the door. What happens is those first two pieces will go and stick right inside that channel, and on the very top of that channel is the hole. And then what it is I put a bolt in there, and so what happens is those two boards will sit in here, right, you know, just about, you know, right at the top edge of that. What happens is when those pigs, the night before we got to go, when they come in to eat, when they come on in and get their feed, they walk by here, I'll take that bolt out, and that door will just slam shut. They can't break out of it. And then that third piece that's back there in the back, I take that and that's the final cover up. So we'll have 3. It goes up 3 feet high. Pigs ain't coming out. They're in here for good then, and they're done safe, and they get transported inside this thing. As you can see, I redid also the area where the pigs were at. We had a scare here not long ago, and another channel I followed, they lost their pigs and I got them back. I think it was 3 weeks later. Mine was close. And okay, you can look, you can probably see through the fence back there. That chain could be in the way. But anyway, right through the door you see the chain link all tore up. Well, they had their heads knocked in there and they were knocking on the barrels and everything. Well, when we moved this property, our goal on this property was to be debt free as far as our house goes. And everything else I had to go ahead and build for free, come up with stuff. I was stacking stuff up here for, getting ready. I had stuff at my other house that I knew would be building here. So the first thing I knew was the pigs are going to have to go in the chain link area. Believe it or not, I know it's a bad deal to have that, and I understand that. So, but it was free. The poles were cemented in. It's worked good for 3 years until this year. And then probably about 2 videos ago I did say that I'm going to have to cattle panel it, get some panels in, which I've got in there right now. I had them. So I relined that in there inside their pen all the way around those 3 areas right there. And that's what I've got. That's what I did there. The other thing is when they tried to get through here, that's that spot back there, this piece here actually came from this crate. That was the top part. I got this crate at a salvage yard, and I traded. I had some electrical motors, and he had them, and I gave him a few of my electric motors, and I got that crate. I've used it twice now. Works good. On the very bottom, I've got a 2-inch channel. All 4 quarters all the way around is channel. And then the very front of it, I actually cut one of the channels off and I tilted it up. As you can see, it looks like a little ski. And then I take that metal that's under there, and that's how what's going to happen is when the pigs are in here, the trailer that I used to take the pigs on was this trailer. I could fit it through this whole area back here. No problem, drive through, make all the curves. Can't do it now. I am not unloading that wood mess. A lot of that wood will be getting used up here soon, but anyway, I do have an 18-foot dove trailer out front. I can't get through here. So what's going to happen is I'll go ahead, you can see right there in the center bottom, I do have an eyelet or a hook, and I'll hook a chain to that, and I'll hook it to the tractor, and I'll just drag this all the way up front. I actually, last year I did drag it about halfway and then load it on the trailer. But the pigs will be in there. I'll get them up front, drag them up to the trailer, and then I've got a winch that's on the trailer, and I'll winch them on there. I will do that the night before. But that's October 29th. But I did want them getting used to seeing this pad here. And who knows? I'd rather be more prepared, because who knows if something happens to me or whatever. The pigs are ready to go. I don't have to do all this heavy work then. Of course, I use a tractor to move all this dirt in. I got a hole that's way back there. I bring all this dirt in. But so that's what we've got. It's looking good. Pigs are doing good. They're sleeping and resting now. I'm going to chain this crate. Will get chained to the posts. I've got one chain already that's down over there. I'll take that one. No, actually I'll leave it on there so I don't rip the door off. But I'll get more chain. I got a lot of chain laying around. I'll chain both corners to the posts so they can't move this away either and try to get away. Pigs ain't going nowhere. They're there. They're done. What's going to happen also is those 2 pigs there, one's my father-in-law's and one goes to my son and daughter. They're going to split the other one. The one that I had, of course, I told you a long time ago, it got bit by a snake and was killed. It bit it in the back of the neck. But we got to get a pig for us, and once these are gone, then that's what we'll do, get a pig. And then we'll grow that one out, and then after that one's out, then I'm going to make a change that I want to extend from that corner right there of that chain link post is going to go that direction about 60, 80 feet. And probably about just as wide. Maybe not just as wide because of that tree right there. And I don't want to cut that tree out. I think that's 16 foot wide. I think I have to go 14 foot and drag it. So 14 foot by 60, 80 feet, that direction will give the pigs a lot more room. My next set, if I get stuff done, I may do it before our next set of pig, or my next pig we get. We'll just see how that falls in line of getting another pig, how quick I can find one. You know how it is. There's always work to do in a homestead. There's the goats. They're doing really good. That there is Lily. No, there's Lily. There's Haas. There's Daisy. There's Precious. And there's Jimmy. They're all just being lazy. Huh? Aren't you? Anyway, tractor's running good. That's good. You know, everything seems to be doing pretty. I thought I had a problem. I don't know what happened. Doing this, you know, you use your hydraulics. You pull up, down, sideways, and you push back forward to let it come back down. It was going real slow, and I thought I had an issue. And then so I just took it and back and forth real quick, and all of a sudden, I think I had a piece of trash in the valve because it got real hard, like locked up, and then popped. And it's been working. It's worked best now it has since I've owned it. So I'm thinking there was something in there. When I bought it, the cylinders, all the hydraulic cylinders, I had them rebuilt. There was 4 of them on there, and they were surprised. And I was surprised that I didn't find none of the cylinders, the seals, anywhere. And I did. I took it apart and cleaned it, and I didn't find nothing. Well, maybe that's what that was. That was stuck in that valve because the hydraulics work really good. I thought they worked good. Now they work really good. Anyway, all right, I'm rambling on. All right, you all have a great day. And if you like what you see, subscribe, hit the like button. Also hit that little bell. That gives you notifications when I send out a new video. Any comments, you know, please leave them. And I got a good one last week. Someone know my compost pile. Talked about worms and different things, and I'm gonna probably go ahead. I'm really checking into it, and we're gonna get it done. All right, you all have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.